Carousel Players is entering its 48th season of bringing live professional theater to young audiences in Niagara and beyond. To celebrate, they held a season launch to highlight the upcoming shows they'll be performing throughout the school year.
We're starting out with a remount of The Incredible Adventures of Mary Jane Mosquito, which we toured last spring, and we're taking it this time all the way across the country to Vancouver and to Saskatoon. And then it's going to come back in the spring and do a Northern Ontario tour, as well as some performing arts centers and festivals. So we're really excited to be bringing back that play by celebrated Indigenous playwright Thompson Highway. After that, we'll be doing Cranked, which is for our high school audience. So that's a little different for Carousel Players. We're stretching our audience a little bit, and we're bringing this award-winning show to high schools around the Niagara region and some community shows as well. After that, we're going to be doing a show for kids who are in grades 4 to 8, so who are 9 to 14 years old. It's called Water Wonder, and it's a play with an environmental theme, which is very timely, I think. And then we're going to be doing a piece in the spring for younger kids, and this is called Lig and Bittle. And it's sort of a comedic piece about someone who's very, very tall and someone who's very, very small, and how they both feel like they don't fit in. And so they imagine this place that they're going to go to called Perfect Fit, where they'll fit in and everything will be just the right size. So that's the fourth show in our season.
In addition to the current season of plays, Carousel Players will be offering some new educational programs.
We are starting an after-school drama program for school-age kids from grades 1 to 6, as well as a new pilot project bringing drama education to the early years learners. So we'll be working with early on centers and nursery schools and daycares to bring arts enrichment activities to those kids. So I think that's something I'm really looking forward to, that new project.
After 47 years of performing award-winning shows to over 2.8 million young people, Monica and her team show no signs of slowing down.
You know, I started out as an actor with Carousel Players. I was also their tour manager for a while. And so I've been associated with the company for over 20 years. I'm amazed to say that. And I find that the energy comes from the audience, from the young people, their enthusiasm and their joy to be involved in performing arts, and the realization that they don't really get an opportunity to see live theater. And very often, Carousel Players is their very first exposure to live performing arts. And so we take that responsibility and that honor very seriously, and the idea that we're bringing that first opportunity to young people. So I think that's where I get the enthusiasm and the energy to keep going. And I always love to hear stories of adults who come up to me, who've lived in Niagara all their lives, and say, "Oh, I remember seeing a Carousel Player show when I was a kid," and they tell us about what that show was and what it meant to them. So I think the legacy of this company is definitely a local one, and the greatest impact is with our local audience.
Visit carouselplayers.com to find out more information about the upcoming season or to book a performance at your school. In Niagara, you're watching The Source.